Second level I've got in mind is Moneymaker's latest level. I think it's his latest level still, called Acrophobia. Now, this level, I have been told, is brilliantly made, like really impressive technical achievement. And I've also been told that the in multiplayer it doesn't work brilliantly because it's something to do with the way that not the way the spawns work, but it's more the way that you have different friends in multiplayer who crash or get kicked from the game because of the detail. And indeed, it does seem to be taking a moment or two to load.
The anniversary party is located on the 18th floor and can be accessed by the elevators at the back of the lobby. Do enjoy your evening.
Wow, I guess that's the I don't know if he's just the doorman. He's a sort of a door. Yeah, I guess he's Norman of the doorman. If anyone knows that reference. And yeah, brilliant hotel lobby. Look at this. This is such a bougie hotel lobby sort of thing. It is so typical. Can I steal the wall displays? I can actually. That's cool. I'll grab this sword just in case. I wish I could slot it in my secondary like in Beneath, but that just drops it on the floor. We do need that feature in the community levels, certainly. Certainly won't go in there for the moment. Staff only. Wet floor. We're going to the... is there a door? Yes, there is a door. I was going to say. Oh god, all the lighting is... It's quite in-your-face stylising, I'll be honest, and the colouring, but I actually really enjoy it. I suspect this would have never run well on my old computer, though. There's a wet floor. I've already looked at this in detail. Water coolers. These from Beneath? They must be from Beneath. I don't recognise them from a scenario, certainly. This is great. These look like ice creams, though, and I kind of want to eat them. We've got modern art, of course, as well, or essentially modern art. We got to go to the 18th floor, I should say. Moneymaker's Royal Anniversary Party. So I suppose this is... Let me just get the Steam description up very quickly. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just looking at the description. It says, dress accordingly as some very important people will be on site. Certainly seems like everyone's very important. They're from disco in the 1970s. Very important indeed. And this guy's wearing quite a suit as well from the saloon, I suspect. Special thanks to a very large handful of people for prefabs and textures who I won't mention, but they're in the Steam description. Obviously, map is linked in the description. Go and check them out. Thank everyone for playing. And he's glad he's part of the community. Well, that's obviously nice to see, isn't it? Huge number of subscribers and favourites from people I'm just directly friends with on Steam as well. So quite impressive on that. Huge 2-story penthouse and voice lines. A lot of references to members of the community, which is cool. It's quite a heavy map. It takes some time to load. Yeah, that's all sensible. It's all in the Steam description. Check it out. If you're not aware, by the way, Acrophobia is, I believe, the fear of heights. I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty... I don't know what else it would be if we were on the 18th floor. Now, can we get somewhere? Can we get... Oh, these are buttons as well! Oh, how about that? I don't see this sort of thing where the buttons are disguised but also very usable. I suppose that's certainly a way. Due to a technical error, you sometimes have to press the elevator buttons twice. 18. There we go. Whoa! We get teleported. That would make some sense, I suppose. Whoop. Brilliant! Can I just walk in here with a cutlass?
First anniversary party. VIPs can follow the green line to the VIP lounge. And please, help yourself with a beverage.
Crikey, this is impressive. You see these sorts of lines that direct you to places in all sorts around the country as well. So fairly realistic in that sense. What's through here? Deposit your headphones here. You enjoyed this exhibition. Sign up for next year's exhibition. Whoop. Here we are. What's through here? Why is there a big X on it? Are we not allowed to go in? This is fun. Look at how brilliantly this is made in the editor. That's great. The Speed of Light 2, by the way, that is an impressive level made by Moneymaker as well. Oh. That's certainly quite nice of them. It's got loads of these places that I think are really cool. Maybe we're meant to start the expedition... sorry, I suppose it is an expedition from another end. That's why this isn't marked anywhere. The doors are open, I felt I'd walk in, but I feel like I'm going to fail to appreciate how much detail is on this level. It's so brilliant. I thought this would be fairly quick, to be honest. Oh, yes. Oh, brilliant. Look how high up we are. I'm going to have great fun with this, I'm sure. Oh, nobody heard me. Nobody heard that. Go to the pool. Fantastic. There's even a rubber ring. Can I go in the middle? I can. It's actually not even that buggy either. I feel like I failed to see people do something like that where you don't just get stuck and you actually can go in. I wonder if he made a conscious effort for that. And he's got this amazing little spiral sort of piece of art, staircase type thing. I like that a lot. I don't know why I like this so much, I just feel like I don't see this in community levels. It's probably quite easy to make something like this because you can just put in values for the angles. You have to do a little bit of maths. 5:18, presumably that's a clock of some sort. 5 in the morning, cranky. Oh yes, we can use these knives. Excellent, knife rack. I'm going to pop them there for safekeeping. Don't mind me, miss. And more sort of nondescript modern art pieces that you'd expect in sort of a bougie lounge. Where's the VIP thing again? Green line. go through here. Through to this room. VIP up the stairs. Shall we go up the stairs? Dinner party sort of type thing is there up here. Oh yes, very good. Loads of stuff through. I can't even like take in all the stuff. They're playing what appears to be snooker or some version of it. Maybe pool. Proper VIP area here. Oh great! Look at all these people from the community. I think that's all my name here. Write it down. I'm sorry, I can't come to complete. I have to complete the speedrun first from Dad. Thank you so much for putting me the moneymaker. That means a lot. Obviously, you don't have to, but it's very cool to see myself. Is this meant to be? I feel like it's meant to be super play, but I might be wrong. I might be a dumbass. Doesn't know what this is. And yeah, these are some really cool community people. I'm going to see if I can test my knowledge and actually recognise who these people are. So Ocean Man, obviously it says who they are. I'm going to see if I can do it without looking at the names. This I think is Fryinator, it says here. And this I suspect is Hollow Commander based on the avatars. Yep, 2 for 2. These are some various people wearing boxers garments. The Beaumont Hotel. And Jack the Destroyer, the Flamingo avatar is here as well. God, look at all these people. Kathy Myers and Tom Clark. Oh, it's probably a reference I don't get. That's annoying. Oh well, it's fine. Harry Adelson, Craig Thompson. Who's this guy? He looks absolutely withered. Jeepers creepers. Got Nirepa, I think, here as well. Yep, and Kershaw. I was about to say Kershaw before looking at the name. This is Wham Crash. Didn't recognise them, but I suppose this is the way they are. PDG Geezer, obviously the snowman type character. If you're in the network Discord, you remember you'll know these people, of course. This is Pyro, and I assume Adventure Gamer as well. There's a FNAF, Foxy from FNAF. Akobi is standing in the corner, I just noticed. God, that's almost a jump scare. Get on the lights to see people a bit better here. Is that meant to be Moneymaker at the table over there with the Hitman avatar? I think it is. I think he is the host. I'm hoping I can step up here. Hello, Moneymaker, how are you doing? He's got the classic 47. That's at least what he looks like. And he's got the 2 silenced pistols as well. Oh god. This is why modified weapons need to be in the game. I wish I could just pick these up and shoot him in the face. Not because he's Moneymaker, because he's an enemy. It would be otherwise. He is actually an enemy and not just a prefab, as some of these people are. Because obviously it's very hard to get sort of 3-dimensional things and interesting looking characters with the current editor, because you get sort of these flat guys. They all have to conform to approximately this structure. And that's just a little bit limiting sometimes, particularly if you want to make something like Foxy from FNAF. This is a really impressive build as well, by the way. Excellent stuff on that. Now, who's this? Fleazy. Didn't recognise them, to be honest. Stuck Up, who I would have recognised if had I seen them. I believe this is the same prefab in Jack's anniversary map. There's a Chill Shark, of course. Yep. And Savage, of course. He's present in lots of levels, possibly because it's fairly straightforward prefab to make. You just white circles and black circles. But that's alright. Spheres, I suppose, if you like. Anyway, great little place here. I guess that because I am now here, I can take my seat. I'm going to throw away the note. Shush. I also had a table with some cool people as well. We've got ourselves Hollow Commander's keyboard, guitar keyboard. I forgot the name of it. Can I borrow Ocean Man's guitar? Yes, I'm going to borrow your guitar, mate. Nico makes a little bit of music on one of his YouTube channels, I believe. That's probably a reference to. I should really get into killing people. I just want to appreciate all the detail. It's excellent stuff here. It really is phenomenal. And of course, I wish I could have people along for the ride, but I'm going to return Ocean Man's guitar, actually. There are some cool weapons that we can use without that. Oh, no. Have I already lost it? No, we're fine. Pop that there. No one's going to hit it. Right, I'll tell you what. Let's start in the action by taking down a few people from the pool centre. I'm sort of hoping that area through there is a unique combat zone, so I can come back in a minute and fight everyone from the network, or the people who are fightable from the network. I'm going to kick you, so I can kick you down the stairs, so I can get some interesting kills here. This may actually be a longer video than I had planned. It's almost worth its own video, this. Probably I should have done that had I known about all of this amazing detail. Oh well, here we are now. Got the male voice line, fair enough. Wah. Get down there in the seating area. Great music, which I'm going to turn down very slightly because I think I might be being drowned out a little. Oh, hello. Grab ourselves a knife. Get the people at the kitchen. They, no, they've been washing their hands for a while. I think I feel a bit concerned. We should probably get them. Oh god, we failed to get the leg off, haven't we? Deposit your headphones here, and then you, I presume that this is the exhibition, and that maybe you can go around to the start of it. The museum wine cellar. The exhibition is on the left. Ah, yes, here you go. Right, we'll do that in a minute. Maybe we'll have to kill a few people first. It might be required. Pinot Noir, Barbera Sauvignon Blanc, Malbec Riesling. Lots of wines I'm somewhat have heard of. I'm not familiar with them in person, but you know what I mean. Get a few good kills in here. There are these VIP guards who just keep coming trying to kill me with tasers. It'll take more than that to kill a bear, sir. That's the Theodore Roosevelt said. When he was nearly shot at, or he was shot at, I suppose. It's a great piece of art for the wine as well. Why does that impress me so much? I feel like I don't see this sort of thing in Paint the Town Red much. But I say that on lots of my community levels. Maybe it is common. Jesus. Oh! He's got a good hit on me there. Not going to let that continue. And he's got a proper wine cellar cupboard sort of thing as well. Rack for loads of the bottles. It looks exactly like you'd expect it to at a bougie place in real life. I keep using that word. It just means bourgeoisie. Which is a sort of silly expression in nowadays, but still. I'm going to borrow your fruit tray. I'm sorry for just messing with your display a little bit. Ooh. This is a museum. Agent 47, the most feared hitman of all time, ICA and beyond. The most feared hitman of the entire ICA and beyond. That makes more sense, I suppose. Which, of course, if you've played any of the Hitman games, you'll be very familiar with. An Amogus horror map with plenty of logic. I'm going to have to go through these in a minute. I've covered up all of the symbols of the map, though. Oh, no. Come on, in. Have it. Come on, in. Get them down here. I've not even killed very many people so far. 100 enemies, remember. It's going to be a bit of an effort. I'm also sort of hoping I'll be able to find some health. Where would I find some health in a level like this? Maybe a bathroom, medical cabinet sort of thing? Go to the second floor to see if we can find something. I guess it's the 19th floor at that point. Nice relaxed scene of the bedroom. It's going down now. Ooh, a pistol on the side. On the nightstand, I guess you'd call it. It's a very slightly odd place to have a party, isn't it? It doesn't feel like a house. I suppose it's a penthouse type thing, a really big one. Can we kick you over the banisters? No, not happening. Get a few people out onto the balcony. We might be able to shockwave them over there. Certainly you guys are going to go down. Oh, he's off into the distance, and you got a hit on him beforehand. Something, I think he might be quite dead. Certainly he appears to be gone. Loads of detail that I'm loving so much in this level as well. Beaumont as well, logo everywhere, as you might expect to see at a weird hotel sort of place. Get into the swimming pool then, come on. Oh no, I want to kick people into the swimming pool now. I mean, it's levels like this that not only remind you of how impressive technically the game is, but also how impressive the game can be in terms of combat sense. Because there's so much like free roaming ability you have on this level that you wouldn't expect to have at all. So yeah, it's hugely impressive in that respect. God, yeah. I'm sure many mapmakers aspire to this level of creation. If Daft Monkey hasn't played this level, I'd be looking forward to seeing him do it. I suspect he probably has done though, because he's quite good at new levels. Oh, no! Just fell over the banister. Oh, goodness me. I apologise. I better just continue the current recording, I suppose. Well, we've arrived back at the top penthouse. Sorry for that cut. Obviously, you remember I died just a moment ago. Follow the green arrows for the best experience. We'll do this expedition first. Exhibition, I should say. Exhibition. We take some headphones.
Welcome to this audio tour
Excellent.
of the maps of Moneymaker. I'm Diane, and will be your guide through this journey of the mind of Moneymaker. For optimal experience, please follow the green arrows to the next exhibit.
This is another level of brilliant, I think.
Bring the Hammer Down was the first map Moneymaker released on the 11th of August 2021. Built with the then just released Beneath props, the story revolves around a cunning businessman who uses his tech company into finding his treasure beneath your soil. Little does he know, the only one who will be laying beneath the soil is himself.
What I'll say is that I certainly am going to use a lot of these weapons. I'll have a look at this one too.
Beaumont Park, a place that went from a peaceful hideaway to a dystopian nightmare.
Cool.
Trying to establish peace in the park your wife died is proving difficult, but you'll make sure only the birds will be alive to tell the tale.
Marvellous. Tom First.
The second entry of the Adamant Park trilogy.
It's in autumn as well.
As soon as the leaves fell from the trees, people decided to return to Adamant once more, even hosting a marathon to further disturb the tranquility. So you do what you do best. Return and slaughter.
Fantastic. And it's a winter season as well. I haven't played these levels, maybe I should.
It's Christmas, a time of celebration for many. In Adamant too, with a Christmas market, an ice track, and tons of other activities. This is the busiest the park has been for as long as you can remember. But the Adamant Park killer has no fear of people. On the contrary, ending Christmas early and closing Adamant Park forever.
Oh, okay, so obviously these are all memoriam to some of his brilliant levels, little reminders of them. I think that of the levels I played by him, this was the one that really impressed me, 713 Chestwood Lane.
Place not for the feeble-minded.
It didn't feel like Paint the Town Red, this level, which I thought was amazing. One of the first levels I played like that.
Are just rumors, or in fact,
Can we see the killer out the windows anymore?
This map
I was
was
ruining the level. You should go and check it out, though.
Halloween Mapmaker contest and won first place, for which Moneymaker's utmost gratitude.
And we also have Betrayer of God, which is a memoriam level.
Betrayer of God, a simple church map based on the infamous fight scene
Based
from
on-
the film Kingsman.
Based on Kingsman, yeah.
Grew up being
Very nice.
believers, as many seem to enjoy performing several sacrilegious acts in the name of the devil.
What I will say is that I think I'm going to, for brevity, just to keep the video at a reasonable length, I'm going to move on through the exhibit. But what I will say is if you want to go and check this out, obviously, links in the description again, of course, as usual. We've seen it at the Speed of Light Part 2, and then we will move on. Let's see if we can't get this level finished and done and dusted. And then, obviously, go and check it out yourself. If there is any stuff I've missed, I'm sure you'll be very capable of finding it, but I only have a reasonably limited scope of time to work with. Let's grab ourselves a gladius sword, gladius, as you might call it, and get ourselves some proper kills on all these normals. Can you believe they're not VIPs? I was invited and didn't even attend. Well, here I am now. How do you like that? Oh, good. Let's go with this. This is just brilliant, isn't it? Oh, brilliant stuff. I wonder who made all those prefabs for those people. If it was Moneymaker, that's so versatile. I'm amazed by it. But all of those prefabs for the community maps people, community members, I should say, just in general. Good couple of kills there. Look at him go. He's completely off the building. So satisfying. Let's not fall off again, though. That'll be no good. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Go over the banister. Why won't you do it? Let's grab ourselves another golf club from the bank. Are there multiple variants of golf clubs? Get people to comment and see how I mispronounce the word so heavily. So we can climb up the intelligent and fun way. I don't know if it's an intelligent way, actually, but we've done it. Ooh. And maybe the top floor has a separate combat zone to the bottom floor, in which case I should be careful that some guards are going to come after me. Grab that gun, shall we? A couple of nice, neat kills there. Some properly fun little, I don't know if it's EDM music you'd necessarily call it, but slightly inappropriate area in the theatre. I don't know. Can't be no worse than some of Moist's levels though. I think we better interrupt it though, to be honest. Let's go down and go down. Is this meant to be a movie theatre? I guess it is. A little bit unacceptable, but whatever. It's fine. You guys are playing a game where you back cave people's heads in. Don't know why I bother cutting it out, really. Let's just keep going. Oh, it's a great kill. Right, cricket bat, shall we, sir? That sounds good to me. I have a distinct feeling Eternic, the developer of the game, added this in merely because he is Australian and his brother's Australian, and they've dominated the sport of cricket for the last fucking however long I've been alive. And yeah, it's always quite something to watch because you think, oh, there's Australian, and they've won it. Delightful. But anyway, who doesn't like cricket, right? Come on, cricket's great fun. I'm going to have to kill the guard of the VIP area. Should we go down a bit first? Kill another guard, grab his taser. Doesn't appear to have a strong skull, so we can hit the brain. Let's go through. You're down, and you're down. Oh god, it's just left and right tasering. It's great. I want to get more interesting kills, sort of, but I've done enough of that in my first attempt at the level. Let's just get some proper fatalities now in, shall we? Get kitchen knife, proper combat. Oh, stab in the back, literally, of course. Drinking glass. Oh, brilliant. Grab ourselves another kitchen knife, shall we? Some areas I've missed back here, possibly? No, I don't think so. Up and around here. This guy, obviously, we're in full view of the guards, and he's like, it's not affecting the VIP. What's through here, though? I don't know. This is sort of a kitchen area. No, just like there's just some snacks and stuff. There's an aquarium as well. Unfortunately, the fish will survive, of course. There's no need to harm them. Ah, yes, I think I may have aggroed this room as like an extension of this one. So the community level people... Oh! I may need to kill Moneymaker distinctly, because he just killed me in 2 shots. Right. I don't know how I did. I sort of forgot that he had a weapon as well. He definitely had a pistol in his hand. I'll tell you what, I'm going to cut back to a point where I have Berserk, and I'm able to kill him like just like that. That seems to be the best, probably the best idea I'm going to come up with. I'll see you in a moment. Well, I'm back at the stage of the party. I've killed quite a lot of people. Stage, the ground floor. I didn't know. I knocked over this tray of what appeared to be wine glasses. I wasn't even aware that there was sort of a purple liquid texture that these had in them in the editor that was available. This is great. I'm amazed I haven't seen such a thing before, but... You know, it's whatever. Let's go upstairs, see if we can find ourselves Moneymaker, and see if we can get ourselves a stealthy, or at least a very sudden kill in the back with Berserk. I'm not going to take too many chances. I'm going to step it on right as I go onto the stage. If that doesn't cause an immediate fight. certainly will be tough, but I'm hoping that I can kill him before any serious damage is done. Nice, we got him there. And I think that's the only person with a firearm, and I'm sorry to do that to you, Moneymaker. It's just got to happen because, yeah, there's no way I'm completing the level otherwise. And of course, that doesn't always have to be my objective, but I'm certainly going to make it my main one in this for the most part. Can we grab ourselves this pistol, perhaps? Or have I just totally thrown it across the... No, we've got it. People who are actually legitimate enemies in this. Certainly a number of them. We're not thin on enemies by any means. Lots of party goers and people. Cream yellow suit. Slightly odd choice, but I can't complain about it too much. You see his death skin got blood coming from the eyes. That's amazing. Oops, sorry. Yes, it does, definitely. At least that's his angry face. I'm not sure about the actually dead face, but certainly still very impressive. I must say also these nibbles are very good. Nibble, little, I don't know, it's not what you call like little finger foods at party, right? Parties? Yeah, probably. At least I've heard that term used before. What I am sorry, I remember having a conversation with Moneymaker very briefly. Actually, said, "Does anyone make a prefab for your profile picture?" I said, "No, I don't think so." I've seen people make skins with like a mask on mine, but I've also Minstraf made that really curious Dan bus of me. But I assume there's. I remember. I think he said, "Okay, I'll put a note on you at the party." Then I said, "Oh, thank you. It's very kind of you." That's pretty much the story of how that happened. If you're curious. Bar person, I know you probably aren't the person, you're just stealing alcohol from behind the bar. Fair enough. I mean, you would do that in a situation like this if you had nothing else to do, perhaps. I'm not sure. That's pretty much how it would work. Oh, what a shot. I think that actually killed him. Let's see if we can get up there quickly and get some nice over the banister sorts of kills. Oh, now everyone's left already. Just shockwave you inside then. Boom, another one. Go in there right off. You're on top of the lampshade. Oh god, that was very funny while it lasted. Classic Paint and Red physics and Unity engine. Just all of the transposing. You appear to be a bit stuck in space. Your head's now gone though, so it's alright. Just did the real life thing of crashing into a completely clear window thinking it was an exit. I saw a particularly bad one of those. Someone online recently did that 3 times. With 3 different windows side by side. 4. Finding their way out of the correct door. Quite impressively poor if you ask me. I should have totally kicked him over the balcony. It's a bit late. But at least we've got voxels flying over the balcony. It's not all bad. Ooh. Oh no, your tray of fruits didn't get shockwaved there. That's unfortunate. I'd rather hope that would go flying and it would be really fun. You all going down, and if these windows were breakable, then you would be flying through it. But unfortunately, that just is a bit beyond the scope of what's possible. Actually, it's not too bad, but it would obviously be complicated to get it working easily. Obviously the exhibition, which I showed briefly, few people in here to kill, and this, again, as I say, impressive riot shield bin. We've now got proper trash can models that are also weapons in the game. That sort of fixes those problems. Grab a new broom, thank you Snowman. PDG, maybe it's the Snowman and PDG at the same time. PDG, I should say. I missed an enemy though. He's listening to the audio guy with the headphones. I've sort of, it's a very frequent thing you get in museums, of course. I need to go and have a look at the museum again, of course. That's another thing that I missed out on briefly. May end up being a slightly longer video than I had planned, of course, as I keep saying. I've said already. But that is the price of a level so brilliant. Is there anyone else in here that I need to take out? Not that I'm aware of. Right, let's go through. Speed of Light Part 2. You guys are both generic prefabs, and that is a collab, of course, between PDG and Moneymaker, not Holocommand, and they made Part 1 and Part 2 differently. Part 2 I think is very different Part 1, but there's more of a style to Moneymaker about it, so I thought there was an impressive element of creativity and uniqueness in both of them. What are these areas? Scrapped mats, which are too ugly or ambitious, or both. Some restaurant. My first real project, consisting of all types of typical rooms. It was too shit to release, too finished. It's never too shit to release, but I suppose it depends whatever you want to do. I mean, the front page usually has a default room map on it, and it's never too bad to actually release it if you think it's got a chance of being, people enjoy it. The restaurant catastrophe became this PC crasher, far too ambitious that would surely fry every device that tries to run into it. And it's possibly a good idea, to be honest. That's a more reasonable excuse. This map did give me a marathon idea, which popped back up in Adamant Park. So there'd be sort of a park surrounded by office blocks, hotels, restaurants, houses. Oh yeah, so if this was all like properly scaled, it would have been crazy. Crazy sizes. If this was a boulevard with sort of like an ocean near it, oh my god, that would have been amazing. Genuinely incredible looking map, of course. Obviously, I think that's quite right. It's just a bit beyond the scope of this game's editor and engine. The fog, though, is brilliant, and the buildings look just about as good as you could possibly expect them to, given the scale and the level of detail that you should be able to see at this distance, right? It's brilliant. We've got, obviously, with the barcode on the back, Agent 47, most feared hitman of the entire ICA. The primitive, the plain building block. This ability is transformed into an endless amount of prefabs and overshadows animations in every single aspect. Just animations I added in. Anyone says otherwise is wrong. I think you're probably right about that. This is a cool looking prefab. Is it? Courtroom map, which would be a sequel to an existing map inspired by a certain Hitman map. Yeah, I mean, these are just some very impressive looking cool things. A farm map. This is various things I suspect he's built. This was possibly for the contest. Oh, this is upcoming maps. Okay, so that would be similar to this one he's already made, I suppose. A Mogus horror map with plenty of logic and intriguing story that will leave you questioning answers. Complete task to find out motive and discover the killer. That's actually, you're not alone. That's actually a really fun idea for a map. If it's done in the way that this is described, God, I can't wait for that. Obviously, reusability. You've got Adamant Park, which you've just seen in the exhibition as well. Is there a spring one, or is this summer, or is this, I don't know. That's probably summer. Doesn't matter too much, that's going to be what it is. Palmington. Less ambitious, but still far too big for the editor. Fair enough. Can't complain about that. And the Moneymaker tree. Unlike the Kershaw or Koza tree, the Moneymaker tree is simple in design and healthy for the performance. It's unusual to see trees that do that, to be fair. I think this is maybe the same tree that was used in St. Reckington Park, although I could be wrong about that. The final question I have, really, after visiting the museum is, who is left to fight? I can't seem to see anyone else. Oh, staff only would make some sense. This is where they're constructing all of the exhibitions. Yeah, you can see behind it, of course. That's awesome. I said that this is the disco lighting just on the wall singularly like this is something I think is very underused in levels, although it is probably nice that it's got that rarity. Oh, I've assassinated the staff at this point, certainly. Ooh, a little hidden room we can get to the staff area. You're going down, sir, as well, I'm afraid. Sorry to pop a cap in you, as you say. And, yeah, it certainly seems like, obviously you can just walk through these areas, like curtains or something that you get an IKEA. If that made any sense to anyone. What are these things? Sort of like, oh yeah, just bits and pieces that you might have in these maps to create the exhibitions. Another really cool thing, I just don't see this much stuff enough. Brilliant, excellent, marvellous, in fact. Anywhere else that I need to kill people at? I don't know, maybe the VIP upstairs, places I've not adventured into all of yet? Oh yeah, certainly this room with the pool players. Well, you've gone down, and we've got ourselves, oh that's the same pistol. Cricket bat will reuse. Oh yeah, people still fighting in this room, is it? I have to imagine we must be close-ish to the end of the level by now. Simply by virtue of how many people we've killed. Now, what else is there around the place? Obviously there are some more people. Dark Questa, this is Cheeky. And who is this? This is Flamingo Boy? Yeah, Flamingo Boy. He doesn't talk enough anymore. Jumpin' Quills, of course. Another great YouTuber. He needs to come back at some point, bro. He's got to come back. We miss Jumpin' Quills. But obviously they get time. And more mod masterpieces as well. God, tiring maps to go through this one as well. Is there any? I've done it again with the stained glass door. Anyone else for anyone else for any more perhaps? Certainly don't see any more people, but I'm probably missing. Is it just the people in the lobby downstairs that I've got to kill? I hadn't thought there were too many people, but if we can go back down, I think that would certainly make the most sense. Floor 1. There we go. Teleportation. Open the doors. I often enjoy interrupting them like that. Oh, come on. Oh well. Right. I'm afraid the lobby is going down to... It's not limited to Moneymaker's party, as it shouldn't be, of course. Here we go. Just had to make sure there was no one else alive upstairs. I'm pretty confident there wasn't at the end. If I am wrong about it, I'm probably just going to leave the level after the bottom floor has been exterminated, though. 9 left is pretty encouraging. Had hoped I'd find that sooner or later. A few people through here, staff area. Let's grab this baseball bat to finish off the level, shall we? It might manage to do all 8, you never know. Oh, that didn't trigger combat. Don't know why it would, but you know. There's a news report on the TV. Delport, Moneymaker rents top floor Beaumont for anniversary. Beaumont? Beaumont? I'm not sure. CTN. CNN, but different. Of course. That's all through here. We can't go through. This is quite a crap. If you compare this to the luxuries of the rest of the hotel. Staff room. Kind of poor, not going to lie, but nothing could be truer in the world of capitalism. Got ourselves a mop. Anyone else on the ground floor? Come on. Show yourselves if you're gonna die. Okay, probably 5 people left. I imagine they're somewhere else. And we've got primitive vehicles moving outside as well. Oh my god. It's just too much. I think that it's possible... Can I go to any different floors? Let's see if we can go to anywhere else. It just seems to be 18 that I can go to. think it is just 18. Let's go back to 18 for a second. Oh, different elevators, perhaps. No. Sing through here. Anyone else? Anyone for any more? I think that that's about everyone I'm able to find. If I'm missing anyone extremely obvious, I do apologise, of course. But maybe they have just not died after shockwaveing them off the building or something? Seems a bit possible, though I sort of doubt it at the same time. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave the level here. If you want to try and beat it yourselves, then do please be my guest. Oh, that's an instant kill zone. I was hoping to parkour around. Fair enough. Me and the mop are falling into oblivion. Wouldn't have it any other way, of course. And I've hit the ground eventually. Hit the base of the map. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, then leave a like or whatever. Don't have to, but all the maps that I've done today, both of them, will be in the description, of course, along with the creators' workshops, which you can get to by clicking on them on the right-hand side of the Steam page. You know how it works. I obviously recommend checking out Moneymaker's other levels because they're excellent. And I'll see you soon. Thank you very much.